This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's King. Grabbed over the middle, it's Patterson. And it's a first down, they'll mark it at the 44.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for room, it's Haynes. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Ready to fire from the pistol. Rides the back on the option, the give. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Hits the accelerator to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Sets up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Looking to throw, it's King. Finds his man, it's Patterson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's White. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the second.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's King. He's got him in the flat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And they'll just down it right there. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give on the option. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The RPO, it's complete. There he goes! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
First down, West Virginia.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Creates a little space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
First down, West Virginia.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Galvin. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Rutherford.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Give to the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the ground, it's White. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Across the 45. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback will keep it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's King. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones. They completely had him surrounded.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Smithers into space. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. How in the world did he miss that? So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides to the back and leaves it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
It'll be 3rd and long. Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. Wide open spaces. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The option look. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
With jet sweep pass. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. To the air, it's King. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, you want every little bit you can get, and they got nothing there. 15-point game. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fair catch called for and made. Starts from their own 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's King. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know, as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Got his man on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking left. He makes a catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Now on the move. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Kane. They're working that left side. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Gonna run it. It's Powell. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 47-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Third down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, West Virginia, 28. Georgia Tech, 24.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Look out, he's got room. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
With the run on first and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He'll take it himself. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on fourth down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Looking for a man. It's King. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th.
And that's a big two-point conversion right here by this offense. They needed that. We got a tie football game. This is what we always want every week, right? A great game down the stretch in the second half, so we don't have to hear anything about Palmer's hair or makeup. We just watch football.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Might be calling a hot route. On the run, it's Powell. Turning on the Jets. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Got enough space. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. With these last two plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.